Hey guys, hey everyone. So this is a hey everyone, hey guys, hey, what do I usually say? Anyway, this is a Drugstore Diaries video, and there's like I have a lot of kind of drugstore videos to film. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do like a one big Drugstore Diaries later, or if I'm going to like break it up a little bit so I can get into more detail and not talk so long. I love long videos, like you guys know, because those are the kinds I make, but I really sometimes feel like maybe stuff gets lost a little bit in the mix of like 20-30 minutes. Anyway, new L'Oreal stuff. The first thing I'm going to share with you is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss, and mine is in the shade Bare Attraction. This is the color. I do have it on my lips, and I don't have anything else on my lips just because I wanted to show you guys what it looks like, because I am not into matte lips. I might buy some matte lip products every so often because I like the color, not because I'm looking for a matte finish. I will always wear it with a lipstick or another gloss. I very rarely will wear a liquid lipstick on its own. So here's a swatch of the color. I think it's kind of neutral toned. It's not really warm and it's not really cool, but against my skin tone, which is warmer, I think it does go a little warmer than it would on, I don't know, someone who's with cooler skin. And I really like this. The way I apply matte liquid lipsticks is I put on a layer and I tap it in, like I really press it in so it looks like it's kind of like a stain, and then I put on another layer, and that's what I did today. And I think this is pretty good. I think it goes on pretty evenly. I don't think it really emphasizes lines that much. Let me see if I can get kind of close, but not too close, so you guys can see how it looks on the lips. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like. The camera wants to focus on my shirt, but this is what it looks like on the lips up close. I think it's pretty smooth. Let me just show you what the applicator looks like. It's one of these tapered ones. It kind of looks like a pointed Q-tip, but it has like a little well so that it catches the product so it doesn't get goopy. And I mean, I really like it. I think you don't need a lip liner, but you could use one. I didn't use one today. I just kind of cleaned off the edges with some concealer, but I would recommend this. I like this. I didn't get these on sale or anything. I think this was it $6.99 or $7.99? In Ohio, there's this store called Mark's, and they often get drugstore stuff. Oh my god, has it been like that the whole time? They often get drugstore stuff, like the newer stuff, fairly early, and the pricing is okay, so I usually just pick it up. I think the other drugstores are already starting to come out with this stuff. Ugh, it is so dreary today, so if this lighting is like, then I'm sorry. L'Oreal has also come out with a brow pencil, and from the looks of it, it would feel like it's, you know, very similar to the like Anastasia one. It's thin. The spoolie is by no means as good as that one. The Anastasia one tapers into almost like a rounded tip, and the bristles are very close together. This one is okay. It definitely does the job, but it also has like this, you know, when like the wire is cut and then they kind of curve it over. This one you can kind of, I'm not saying you're gonna hurt yourself, but like if you very quickly were holding it at the wrong angle, you could probably either remove part of the brows that you're trying to brush out, or kind of like give yourself a nice scratch. And then here's the thing, I picked up Brunette. I think there were 3 colors, blonde, maybe there's blonde taupe, and I don't want to say it wrong, but there were 3 shades in the display that I was looking at. And when you first get it, you know how the Anastasia one is like rounded off on the edge, so it's like it's kind of a point, but not really. This one came out, it was like flatly cut. So in the beginning, the first hairs you draw, you have to be a little more careful because you might get a little extra product on there. But you know, once you get into it, it's fine. But I just feel like, I don't know what it was. Maybe this texture is like a little too soft for me. That's the color. The color is perfect. I really like the color a lot. I just found that when I was using it, I just didn't really like the way my brows looked in terms of like the finished product, even with brushing it out and everything. So this was kind of like, I don't know, fail for me. I think this was $7.99 where I purchased it. So the price isn't bad, but I think I like the NYX ones better. The NYX run for, I think $9.99 or $10, but you can always get them on sale, you know, like Ulta, it's like buy one, get one half off, or you can use like your coupon on it. So this is also very like, okay, I wouldn't repurchase this. These are the single eyeshadows. Here they're calling them the color Riche, I think Infallible pressed something. The name is not on here. It just says color Riche eyeshadow. So these have been available in the UK. Oh, these have been available in the UK for quite some time because I've seen them in a lot of, you know, if you watch any of the British beauty bloggers, it's been in their favorites quite often. These have just launched here. I picked these up for $4.99 each, and again, you know, once they start to kind of become more permanently like available, then you know, you'll find promotions on them. The first one I picked up is called Quartz Fume. It's $2.04, and this is what it looks like. Quartz Fume, again, okay, one of the things I noticed is that the numbers are different and the shade names are different. So like Quartz Fume is a different number in the UK, but the color I think is different. So that's a swatch of Quartz Fume. I also picked up Violet Beaute, and that's right there. This swatches a little differently. It swatches much darker than it does than what you see in the pan. And the last one I picked up is called Sunset Sienna, and there is a swatch. Right here is Sunset Sienna. It's really like a pretty, I feel like the light is washing it out a little bit. It has a lot of beautiful reflection, and that is, I think I cut myself, so that is not a swatch. But the texture of these shadows is really great. It actually does feel quite like the other Infallible ones that are more loosely packed. Those are softer. I feel like these are just as soft, but they're packed so much tighter that it gives the feeling that they're more solid, but you can still definitely leave like a little dent in there. So I like the shadows. I have Quartz Fume on all over the lid and on the lower lash line, and then I put Violet Beaute, or is it Beaute? The purple one on the lid. So that's what it looks like. This might be a really weird angle, but I like the way the look came out. I used MAC Prep and Prime as like my base, and then I also used a Kiko kind of, and then I used the Kiko eye crayon as a base. And even then, I feel like the colors are pretty, but they're not super like, I don't know, special. Like you can dupe them easily. I like the shadows. I'm not like super madly in love with them. I wouldn't pick any more up, but if you really like one of the colors, I would recommend them. I feel like when they swatch well. When you put them on your lids and you blend them out a little, they kind of fade a little more than I would want them to. Like I'm all for like a shadow that is like a medium pigment that you can really blend out and kind of work with, but these, like, I feel like you lose a lot of like the beautiful luster that you would see when you've swatched it. The wear time on them is really great. So, I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of like up in the air about these. Like, the colors are pretty. I don't know if I pick up more. And again, I didn't pick up any of the matte shades either, because just from reading the reviews over time, like the matte ones are okay. So I was just like, I'm not even gonna waste my time trying to like find like because I'm not gonna probably use it that often anyway. Next, I'm just going to talk about some items that are not necessarily that new, but they're new to me because I haven't tried them before. The Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Corrector for the eyes. I picked up shade Light, and I used it on my under eyes, and it was okay. I mean, I wasn't like wowed by it. Like, I like liquid, like really liquidy under eye concealers because I think they blend out the best. My favorite is the Giorgio Armani Maestro Eraser line, I think is what it is. I use shade I use shade 4 in that, and it's just really beautiful and I really love it. I like under eye concealers to be very liquidy. And some people feel like they're not pigmented enough, but my thing is if you color correct, then you can kind of get away with like a less fuller coverage concealer. So this, it looked, the color was okay and it blended out pretty. But when I got close, I still wasn't like a super big fan of how it looked. It didn't really emphasize my lines, but like, you know how the under eye area is like that really special area? Like, I think there's two spaces on your face. It's the under eyes and the nose. Those are the places where I think makeup is the most obvious. And it was just a little too obvious for my liking. So that's what happened there. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if I'm like washed out in this lighting. The next is the Maybelline MasterConceal Camouflage and Concealer. I got the shade Light Medium. I really wanted to get this for my face, so I feel like maybe I should have gotten just plain medium. On the under eyes though, it did look pretty. I think I liked this more than I liked the Better Skin, which I thought wouldn't be the case because I thought this would be a thicker concealer, and it definitely is a thicker concealer, but it blended out better and I liked the way it looked. So I would take this concealer over the Better Skin. And then from Revlon, this is the Bold Lacquer by Grow Luscious. I really love the regular Grow Luscious mascara, the one in the green tube. Obviously I get the waterproof, but I like that one a lot. I thought it made my lashes really full and thick and voluminous. But this didn't really do anything. I don't know what Bold Lacquer means. It's like a standard bristle wand. It's not plastic. And it comes with, I feel like it comes with fibers. Like I see little fibers when so this is what the wand looks like. I think I see fibers, like little fibers when I'm looking at it, but it didn't really do anything. You would think it would, because I really like wands that have a lot of bristles and are really tightly packed, because I feel like it gives you more volume. I don't know where I heard this, but they said that the way the bristles are on a mascara wand is approximately the look you're gonna get when you run them through your lashes. And I thought I would get, like, you know, a lot of volume out of this, and I just didn't. It says length and volume, but it's very hard to find one that gives you both. Anyway, that's a really quick video I wanted to do for you guys, especially because the L'Oreal stuff kind of just came out. There was like the Pro Contour palette, and I didn't really want to pick up any of those. I don't need any more contour powders. And I also didn't pick up the Lumi cushion, although Musings of a Muse reviewed it and she liked it, I think, overall. So I might pick it up. I love cushions. I'm a big fan of just getting empty cushions and putting whatever foundation I'm using at that time and like squirting it in there and then using that. I feel like if you are on the go and you like taking your foundation with you, that's the best way. So just get an empty cushion compact and put whatever concealer or foundation you want in there, and on the go you can easily have it for touch-ups. It also applies makeup really beautifully because you pick up a very minimal amount of product. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to get it out because of the L'Oreal stuff, so you guys can hear, I guess, my thoughts on it. And then I feel so unattractive in this video. I don't know why I keep like fussing. And everything else I was kind of like about. So I'm gonna film more drugstore videos for you guys today, and hopefully we'll upload them accordingly, or maybe they'll be out next year, I don't know, because I think there's other more important videos I want to put up, but I just want to film them all, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I will talk to you guys really soon.